Your voice assistant is about to get a brain transplant. OpenAI just launched something that doesn't sound like a product update. It sounds like science fiction becoming real. A voice AI that can think, translate 70 languages live, book your flight mid-conversation, and stay silent 0 seconds while doing it. And the crazy part? Most people have absolutely no idea this dropped. I'm going to break down exactly what changed, why it's actually a big deal, and one number at the end that should genuinely concern you about your job. Stay with me. This is going to be worth 4 minutes of your life. Here's the thing about every voice assistant before this week. Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant, even the old ChatGPT voice mode, they all had the same dirty secret. They sounded smart, but the moment you gave them anything real to do, they collapsed. Ask it to check your calendar and rebook your flight, and send a message to your boss in one breath, and it would either freeze, do one thing wrong, or just give up. That's not an assistant. That's a very expensive voice-controlled calculator. OpenAI just tried to kill that problem entirely. They launched 3 models. Let me give you the one that matters most first, GPT Realtime 2. This is not just a faster version of what existed before. This thing has GPT-4 and GPT-5 class reasoning running underneath a live voice conversation. What does that mean in plain language? Imagine you're calling customer support. You're angry. You're mid-sentence. You change what you're asking halfway through. The old AI would get lost. This one keeps up because it can run multiple actions simultaneously in the background while still talking to you. And here's the detail that nobody is talking about enough. When it's working in the background, it doesn't go silent. It says small things like, "Let me check that for you." That sounds tiny, but in voice, silence feels like the call dropped. That one fix alone makes it feel human. The context window also jumped from 32,000 to 128,000 tokens. That means it can remember a much longer conversation, support calls, medical consultations, tutoring sessions without losing the thread. On benchmarks, accuracy jumped from 81% to 96.6%. That's not an incremental improvement, that's a generational leap. But Realtime 2 is just model 1 of 3. The second one is GPT Realtime Translate, and this one is wild. It can understand more than 70 languages as input and speak back in 13 languages live. While you're still talking, not translate then reply. Translate as it happens. Deutsche Telekom is already testing this, so 2 people speaking completely different languages can have a live phone conversation through AI. Think about what that means for international business, for global hiring, for education in countries where quality instruction is in a foreign language. And the third model, GPT Realtime Whisper, turns speech into text in real time. Live captions, meeting summaries, action items generated while the conversation is still happening. 3 models, 1 API available right now for developers. Now here's the part I promised you at the beginning, the number. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, recently admitted on record that some companies are blaming layoffs on AI, even when AI wasn't the real reason. They're using it as cover. But here's what makes that even more unsettling. He also said real AI-driven job displacement is happening and will grow. A Stanford researcher found a 13% decline in employment for early career workers in jobs highly exposed to AI. Anthropic's own CEO said AI could eliminate 50% of entry-level office jobs. And now, OpenAI just gave every company on Earth a voice agent that can handle customer calls, live translation, transcription, scheduling, and multi-step actions at a fraction of the cost of a human. You can argue about the macro data all you want, but the product just got real. Here's my honest pitch to you. I cover AI updates daily, not weekly, not monthly. Daily, because in this space, a week of missed news is like missing an entire product cycle. If this video gave you something you didn't know before, a clearer picture of where voice AI is going, what OpenAI actually built, and what it means for jobs, then the subscribe button is just bookmarking me for tomorrow. One click, you won't miss the next one. I'll see you there.